Can you hear me, Captain?
Reload!
Welcome back, everybody,
Roger that.
to Command and Conquer Generals, where I come back and blow up half the continent.
Sir, a rogue Chinese general and his followers have joined with the GLA in their
several
mountain
continents.
stronghold. The enemy is dug in deep, relying on fortified tunnels. We must launch an attack immediately.
HQ respond! HQ respond! I need some help over here! They're everywhere! They're on our flank, cover our flank! There's more on the ridge! I'm hit! I'm hit! Where are they coming from? We're pinned down! One is OOC, repeat, OOC! Spread out, I'm trapped here! Beta 3, I can't see! There's too much smoke!
Our position is under heavy fire! We need reinforcements now!
Copy that, Delta 2. Your orders are to fall back. Over.
We are having a meeting. I just also am messing with something else. And your meeting was actually pretty well thought out. I think that schedule works a lot better. And as I get updates on my schedule, I will send them to you. And we'll work it out from there. But that actually looks pretty good to me.
The GLA base is surrounded by an intricate tunnel network system. The enemy is close, and their scouts are already patrolling the area. We've outfitted your command center so you can request the fuel air bomb. Use it to wipe out clusters of enemy units or structures.
Yes, you are, and yes, it is. Alright, this mission is actually one of the more interesting missions, in my opinion, for Command and Conquer Generals, particularly with the USA campaign.
Ready for action. Crusader
This
tank
mission is
responding.
actually kind of fun. Get my Paladin tanks, because Paladin tanks are freaking awesome. I'm gonna get some Pathfinders.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
On the job.
Always prepared. On the go. Need to take a new position.
General, we should take advantage of the additional supplies to the south.
That one's done. Want to make some improvements? Made in the U.S. of A.
Get some Patriots up. Where the hell is my other
Army's elite.
dozer?
Laying the foundation.
Oh, there he is. He's hiding
Always
behind a
ready.
tree.
Let's find a better place.
I'm actually gonna sell this Patriot missile. Because I want one in a good spot.
That one's done.
I'm also gonna train a couple of Pathfinders.
New construction.
Cleaned and mounted.
Made in the U.S. of A.
Sniper here. On the path. Cleaned and mounted.
Any
I
more
see
projects?
everything. They won't notice me.
So I mentioned that
Special forces
Pathfinders
here.
were
Heading
kind of
out.
mini Jarman
Right
Kells.
here. Let's get
I wasn't kidding. It's up your ass.
Heavy armor ready for
Stealing my fucking catchphrase again there?
action. Ready for action. Search and
You
destroy.
having fun
More
stealing my
projects.
catchphrase?
Rally point confirmed.
Upgrade complete.
I
Heading
don't
out.
remember if there's a sniper down
Search and
here or not.
destroy.
I know my way around. I see everything.
Yeah.
This should take care of most problems that will come from that direction. Construct a strategy
Good
center.
area.
The fuck was that?
Flashbangs are
Oh,
ready.
he blew something up down there. I was like, what?
What's the story? Getting to work.
Scope cleaned and mounted.
Made in the U.S. of A.
Hidden identity. Scope cleaned and mounted. They won't notice me. I know my way around. Getting a better view.
Of course, it's not my fault I do it better. No, I don't think you could ever take my catchphrase better than I could. Excuse me. Objective: destroy the GLA to the northeast. Yeah, I'm aware of that objective game. I don't care. We're actually gonna go south first because when the Chinese show up, they bring nukes.
All finished.
Search and destroy.
Hey, check out our new tow missile.
Laying the foundation. Preserving freedom.
Here, catch this with your face.
I've seen it all. I own him. Preserving freedom. No obstacles.
Oh, damn! Wow, it took that one to clean out. Fucking smooth.
Army's
There
elite.
are supplies down here.
Preserving freedom.
Entering the structure. Take a new position.
Alright, I've got a couple of interesting ideas for this.
Yeah.
Composite
First.
armor installed, sir.
Keep
down
him
here.
busy.
Second, let's train some more of these Pathfinders. The goal here,
I see
obviously, is let the
everything.
Pathfinders
Scope cleaned
pop
and
and drop the infantry, and then it's gonna get funnier when
Scope
vehicles show up, and then the Patriot missiles just blow those up.
Scope cleaned and mounted.
Upgrade
Have a
complete.
job
shit.
for me. Keep him
Okay,
busy.
pull that back. Pull that back.
Yeah.
Scope cleaned and mounted.
Going up.
Need a point man.
Unit
Rally
lost.
points confirmed.
These are Marauder tanks.
Protecting our people.
How unfortunate for them that I built.
How about a show of
Paladins.
force?
Army's elite. On the go.
Any more projects? New construction? Loud and clear.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Special forces here.
Is there a threat? Confirmed. Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah? Getting to work.
What is my catchphrase? I thought your catchphrase was "you nugget."
Make my own road.
Seems to be your favorite thing to say.
Sniper here. They won't notice me.
That's a lot of GLA infantry.
Getting a better view.
Heavy armor ready for action.
I don't like the looks of this place.
Polished and ready.
Yeah, well, this place doesn't like the look
Yes,
of you.
sir. We're moving. We're moving. You can depend on it. We're moving. Confirmed. We're moving. We're moving.
And that's how I deal with enemy infantry.
Be advised, car bombs in the
Laying the
area.
foundation.
Car bombs in the area. Oh, fuck.
Our base is under attack.
Bring on the scaffolding.
He's shooting at me with a buggy from underneath the bridge. Yes. He's shooting shooting at me with a buggy from over the bridge.
What's the story?
General, our
Any
base
more
is under attack.
projects? Clocked in. Going up. Preserving freedom. What's the story? I'll build anywhere. I'll build anywhere.
You can
Make
stop
my own
shooting
road.
the dozer, thank you.
Loud and clear.
Hidden identity.
Okay.
Our base is under attack.
On your command. Moving in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gonna be like new.
Alan, can you hear me? Okay.
Keep it clean.
It's not okay.
General, our base is under attack.
How about a show of force?
Ah,
Proceeding to target
goddamn
zone.
scrap card. Get fucked.
Proceeding to target zone. Anywhere
Oh
you say,
god,
sir.
there's two of them.
Moving in. Let's grease them. Proceeding to target zone. Clearing terrain. Delivering ordnance.
Here, catch that with your face.
Proceeding to target zone.
Want to make some improvements? Ooh, can't do that. Made in
supply
the
center
U.S.
here.
of A.
Oh, hey, free fodder for my snipers. Oh, he's already in max fucking veterancy. He popped all of those guys.
Any more projects?
Damn. Okay. Get another
Laying the
ship up.
foundation.
Running out of space
Bring
for my
on the
reactors.
scaffolding.
Or running out of power for my reactors.
Need a delivery, General?
Want to make some improvements? Preserving freedom. Loud
Go to
and
the war
clear.
factory and get fixed.
That one's done.
I'm a real dick.
Preserving freedom.
I love watching those guys get blasted like that.
New construction. On the job.
Control rods. I'll need to build another war factory down here, maybe. Yeah, probably, actually.
I know my way around.
Any more projects?
They won't notice me.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
move
see
these
everything.
two over here.
Hidden identity.
Put these two over here.
I'll scout ahead.
What's the story? Good area.
Couple
Upgrade
more reactors,
complete.
and we're getting closer to one of your favorite episodes of Rookie, huh? I see.
Armor
Rookie,
detail reporting.
for anybody wondering,
Clearing
shockingly good cop show.
All finished.
Like, even if you're one of those anti-police people, it's actually a decent show.
Want to make some improvements?
It doesn't try to glorify the
On the
police.
job.
It tries to
Upgrade
show them as
complete.
people doing the best they can with what they have.
All finished.
Particle cannon.
Good area.
here. Immediately some more control rods, because I need to drop a couple more Patriot missiles here, and then we can get to the violence.
Upgrade complete.
On your command.
I love how they just keep sending somebody over here to rebuild this.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Upgrade complete.
This is why you get Pathfinders, ladies and gentlemen. If you know where the infantry are going to come from, or you have a rough idea, you could just use Pathfinders. They slaughter infantry
Crusader tank responding. Show of force.
stupidly effectively.
in.
It's a little dumb. But at the same time, God, is it hilarious.
Let's build.
This is going to cost me a lot of power. Yeah,
All finished. Can't build this, sir. Made in the U.S. of A.
Incoming!
what the fuck? Those were Chinese MiGs. It would
Lay
appear
the
the Chinese
foundation.
have taken notice
Any
of
more
the
projects? Let's get to
One.
work.
2,
I'll be your spotter.
3,
He's in full view
4.
on the path. I know what.
Have a job for me. Getting to work. Make my own road. What's the
Okay,
story?
so
Going
the
up.
reason why the US faction is the most broken faction in the entire game, the Chinese have access to their hackers. We've seen what their hackers
Train
can
for
do.
perfection.
The US is way
New
more
construction.
overpowered because they have these supply drop zones. And these supply drop zones are literally free
Bring on
money
the
pads.
scaffolding. Have a job for me.
All they have to do is power the fucking thing,
Going up.
and they have infinite cash. Balance was
action.
not a thing. Really wasn't. But now we have a particle cannon. And we're gonna have a lot more than that pretty soon.
Preserving freedom.
I'm gonna leave these tanks up here in order to defend this.
That one's done.
Something hilarious that I haven't been able to show
New
off yet.
construction. On the job.
You can actually... Gentool is a good mod for this game. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Preserving freedom.
In fact, I think you recommended that last time.
All finished. Clocked in. Any more projects?
I just enjoy the game as is, so I don't really worry about it. If that makes any sense.
Preserving freedom. Good area.
On your command. Taking new ground.
Protecting our
You
people.
okay, Alan?
That one's done. That one's done.
What's the mission, sir? Army's elite. What's the mission, sir?
Search and destroy.
It's a trap!
That's the shittiest
What's the
trap
mission,
I've ever
sir?
seen in my life.
On the go. What's the mission, sir?
Preserving freedom.
Roger. Target acquired.
What's the mission, sir?
Unit lost.
What's the mission, sir? What's the
This
mission,
is what
sir?
makes Paladin tanks so grossly
Arms in the air.
overpowered. They shoot down rockets with lasers. So unless you're being hit by like the biggest horde of rocketeers imaginable, yeah, you're probably not gonna make it.
Anybody home?
Unit lost.
He's in full view.
Preserving
Cleaning house. Need a point man.
Southern
Rally
defenses
point
destroyed.
confirmed.
Paladin tank in the
Ready
field.
for action. Army's elite.
Southern defenses can
Take a
suck
new
my
position.
ass. Also, look at my cash, by the way. I built 4 supply
On the go.
zones, and this is how much money I have.
Target's on the move!
And I just spent like 15 grand.
Need a point man. Rally point confirmed.
Look at all of this Chinese technology!
Take a new position.
On the go.
airstrike on that.
Heading out. Always prepared. Take charge. Special forces here.
We've
Let's
received
change the
reports that a
decor.
rogue Chinese general has set up his
Army's
base to
elite.
reinforce the
Company
GLA.
over here.
Chinese officials inform us that his actions are unsupported and have authorized our forces to take him out. He's no doubt got some
Pathfinders
heavy
are picking
training
off all the
so be
GLA
prepared.
troopers. That nuke is never going to get a chance to fire, by the way.
Unit lost.
Enemies of the free world. Closing the distance.
The building is captured, sir. Always prepared.
Sniper here.
Special forces here. Always prepared. Heading out.
Unit lost.
Special forces here. Meet your new owner. Army's elite. Let's take the building.
Is there a threat?
Oh, shit! Those are Overlord tanks!
It's the right thing to do.
Flare bomb on that.
Maintain formation.
They're attacking our base.
Hidden identity.
Always prepared. The building is up. Search and destroy.
What? Where the fuck did these chuckle fucks come
The
from?
building is up.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Our base is being attacked.
Have a job for me. Polished and ready. Enemies of the free world. Preserving freedom.
Keep shooting.
Need a point,
We'll
man?
just keep shooting.
Let's change
Keep
the
hijacking
decor.
their tech.
Keep it clean.
Where do you need me?
Preserving freedom.
At the wheel.
Polished and ready. Enemies of the free world. You can depend on it. Confirmed. Confirmed. Preserving freedom.
Sniper here.
Oh, he keeps shooting all the guys in the Stinger site.
Keep it clean.
I was like, what the hell is he
It's
shooting
the
at?
right thing to do.
Army's elite. Meet your new owner.
Is there a threat? Paladin tank in the field.
Need a point, man? Let's take the building. Army's elite. We'll take it from here.
Keep moving. Go, go, go.
Let's have an update.
Doing what's right.
Napalm upgrade is complete.
Protecting our people. Doing what's right. It's the right thing to do.
Building capture complete.
Yes,
More
sir.
unnecessary violence.
We're moving. Yes, sir.
That's totally necessary.
Building capture always prepared. Ready for action.
General,
Headed
now
out.
that the Chinese targets have been
hit.
eliminated,
Okay, I
we can
lied. That nuke
concentrate
is
on
gonna
Our
get
the
the
base is
fire,
under
but not
attack.
for the Chinese.
Need a point, man? Meet your new owner. Always prepared. Taking charge.
Paladin tank in the field. You can depend on it.
Chain gun upgrade is complete.
It's the right thing to do.
Stay on him.
Special forces here.
Nationalism will bring us victory.
Doing what's
They're
right.
attacking our base. Capture complete.
Paladin tank in the field.
unit lost.
Orders, General.
Whoops.
Now we're talking.
Polished and ready. We're moving.
Ready for action.
Blew up my own
take the
Paladin
building.
tank, but his veterancy won't go
Paladin
to
tank
waste.
in the field. Yes, sir.
Derp. I was wondering if those A-10s were going to
Building is
catch him
up.
in their AoE.
Need a point, man?
And yes, they did.
Taking charge. Special forces here.
Subliminal messaging
Take a new
upgrade
position.
is complete.
I didn't take all this tech because I needed it, by the way. I took it because I wanted to. So that's my little
Ready for action. The building is ours. We'll take it from here. Special forces here. Ready for action. Army's elite. Need a point man? Special forces here. We'll take it from here. Always prepared. Taking charge.
What is it? Quickly!
MiG armor
Protecting
upgrade
our
is
people.
complete.
Is there a threat? Taking her in. We're moving.
Depleted uranium shells ready, General.
The building is ours.
depleted uranium shells.
We have their building.
Nice shot. All right, boys, let's go.
Doing what's right.
Unit lost.
Damn! Okay.
Pilot of the USA.
Paladin tank in the field. You can depend on it.
I'll be your spotter.
Oh, I forgot. These guys can detect hidden units.
Polished
those
and
demo
ready.
charges.
Where is the battle? We will prevail.
Is there a threat? We fight
shooting
for
at?
peace.
Oh,
Nuclear tank upgrade complete.
Yes, sir.
China's tank division serving China's needs.
Taking heavy fire.
Crush the
Focus
enemy.
on that tower. We've got a sniper.
I see everything.
Right here. Move order confirmed.
Watch out! Watch out! Be careful.
Polished and ready. It will be an honor.
Unit lost.
It will be an honor. Taking her in.
there's a sniper in that
Yes,
tower.
sir.
Watch out. Classic American overkill.
China's tank division.
I don't think that sniper survived.
Taking her in.
I'll be your spotter.
I'm a bad person.
It's very hot in here.
Target's on the move. Reload! Reload! Come on, give me
Unit
more
lost.
shells.
I'll scout ahead.
I love the ambient dialogue in this game so
They
much.
won't
It really,
notice me.
really makes it feel alive. That's a nice stinger sight you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody blew it all to hell.
Need a point man? Fully engaged.
I built for China. Of course. We have big plans.
I'm in pursuit.
For some reason, the
I'll be
Chinese
your
rogue
spotter.
general here built nukes, or built
Where is the
nuke
battle?
generators
We
in
will
here.
defend this territory.
Not nukes, nuclear generators, and I don't know why he built those nuclear power generators here. Because they don't benefit the GLA really at all. But I'll tell you what I do know.
Warning.
I am
Nuclear
nuking.
missile launched.
Fighting for the Red Army.
The thing about particle cannons in this game, they are the weakest super weapon in terms of raw damage. They are the best super
Warning.
weapon
Particle
in terms
cannon
of raw
activated.
precision. If you want a super weapon that is extremely precise and still
We
does
crossed the
massive
bridge.
damage,
We've
you
been
want a
cleared.
particle cannon. If you want to blow everything within a 5,000-mile radius up, you want a nuclear
Gun barrel
warhead.
spinning.
If you want to blow everything up within the 5,000-mile radius and also make sure that it still stays littered in toxins so that enemies can't get in there for twice as long as nuclear radiation, you want a Scud launcher. I will say this though, Scud launchers, they're basically just a nuclear missile that has greater DPS. really all that.
Destroy
Back to level
everything not
7.
American.
Throw out
Leave
them
nothing
in
behind.
flames.
Destroy everything not American.
Keep it
Yeah,
clean.
because that doesn't sound incredibly fucked
Taking
up.
her in.
Good freaking god, man. Like, that dialogue. This was back before
Show
people
force.
freaked out about dialogue like that.
Moving in. Protecting our people.
You know, back when you were kind of allowed
Confirmed.
to say and do a lot more of what you wanted.
Battlemaster tank reporting. Carrying out orders.
Maintain formation.
Now, I could have captured a GLA supply stash down there. You'll notice I didn't, and that's because that was going to make this mission
Dragon
take
tank.
even longer. But if you want to get the power of all three factions, it's very easy to do in this mission.
Paladin tank in the field.
Unit
Closing the
lost.
distance.
There's another
Moving.
mission where I'll get to do something similar, and it'll be absolutely friggin' hilarious.
Armor detail reporting.
Alright, get down there, Paladins.
Everything ready here.
Unit lost.
Right here. Move order confirmed. We will prevail.
Nope.
They won't escape. We will prevail.
The GLA do have a mechanical advantage because their supply stash and their palace both produce their worker units, so unless you wipe out both,
Destroy China.
you haven't stopped the
Unit
GLA.
lost.
Moving to new area. Crush the enemy.
Yeah, this level is like very...
This'll wake
You
them
are
up.
victorious.
Deliver an ordinance.
It also does a really good job of
Send
showcasing
reinforcements.
that the balance to this game does not fucking exist. What the fuck? Oh. Continue.
We have surrounded the GLA capital. They have biological weapons and we know they will use them. The Chinese have pledged their support for this final assault. We must not fail, General. The world is watching.
So, the way the Chinese pledge their support in this mission is actually kind of funny and stupid, but it's not bad. And we'll be jumping straight over to 0 hour as soon as we're done anyway.
Colt to base. Sending intel complete.
Roger, Colt. Proceed with target acquisition.
Looks like the whole GLA is lining up for us today.
Bus is inbound, Colt. Target illumination is needed now.
Choice target for the Flyboys is now illuminated.
Roger, Colt. Wait for BDA and then RTB.
We'll go.
Orders underway. Bump is heading home. Thanks,
Colt to base. Stand by for BDA. Target is burning. Front door is open.
Say again, Colt. Colt, respond. Colt!
This is Colt. Had a close call, but we're all fine here. Returning to base.
Close call, he puts it. They only fired like 24 fucking anti-armor rockets all over that mountain.
This is the final push, General. The GLA is backed into their last stronghold. They have dug into their capital and are ready to fight us for every inch. When you destroy these forces, the war will be over. There is an abandoned Chinese base south of your position, General. The Chinese government has authorized the use of those facilities. One of our rangers can capture
Special
them.
forces here.
So, the way the Chinese
On
provide
the go.
their support
Take a
for
new
this
position.
mission is... hey, guys, you know this fucked up base down here? Repair it for us and capture it
Upgrade
for yourselves,
complete.
and then
Yeah.
we'll help you.
Have a job for me.
real helpful
Bring on
there,
the
guys.
scaffolding.
Here. Whoa!
Let me launch one, huh? Here comes trouble.
Flashbangs are ready. Army's elite. Let's take the building. Need a point, man?
Got my
Upgrade
missile
Always
complete.
prepared.
Let's
Yes,
pop
Captain.
some tanks. On the trail.
That'll dip.
Building capture complete. Building capture complete.
Let's build.
We have their building.
Okay.
Made in
So
the
you're gonna be
US
busy?
of
Is that
A.
what I'm hearing?
Special forces
Okay.
here. Always prepared.
What happens? Let's get a couple of Chinese dozers out.
Hey, check out our new tow missiles.
Building the Chinese Empire.
I understand.
Got room for 5.
What happens, man?
Building the
Looks
Chinese
like a good
Empire.
run.
Yes.
Any more
Got my
projects?
missile launcher right here.
Okay.
Got my missile launcher right here.
What's the story?
Got my missile launcher right here.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Got
Now,
my missile
because we're
launcher right
playing
here.
as the Chinese and the U.S. in this particular mission,
Got my missile launcher right
we
here.
can actually take advantage of both of their base defense structures. So you
All
can send a
finished.
Chinese dozer up here to build Gatling cannons next to
Preserving
Patriot
freedom.
missile systems, and then be able to wipe out enemy infantry and vehicles.
Upgrade
Here
complete.
comes trouble. Let's pop some tanks.
Yeah.
And that's actually exactly
Getting
what
to
I'm about to do.
China has been generous.
You will have to make absolutely
work.
sure that you don't neglect
Very
either
good
base,
plan,
though,
General,
while
for
you're doing
China.
this.
Let's take a look.
Let's build.
Bye-bye what, Alan?
Made
Yeah,
in
bye-bye
the
base.
US of A.
Exactly.
Upgrade
If you neglect the defenses of
Orders
one,
complete, sir.
it will be destroyed because the GLA does attack both of them.
Unit lost.
GLA forces sighted in the mountains. All units,
Let's
prepare
build.
for action.
All finished.
Oh. I don't have a nuclear reactor. Oops.
We have big plans.
Yeah, that's one thing this fucked up Chinese
nice
base has to start
location.
with is a nuke reactor.
Upgrade
Crusader
complete.
tank responding. here.
Doing what's right.
Whoa!
Sir, do me the kind graciousness of getting the
Break it
fuck
loose.
out of my base.
New construction. Make my own road.
This guy's right here.
Always ready.
Let's build.
Let's build. I love the way the Chinese dozer
It will
plays.
look real
Yeah.
nice when it's done.
I don't mean that offensively either. I actually really think he
Good
sounds,
area.
He sounds funny.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Want to make some improvements?
Army's elite.
New construction.
Building is complete.
Need to get some Battlemaster tanks over here.
Unit lost.
Is there a threat? Finished. Taking her in. Closing the distance.
That's what I mean by don't
Our
neglect
base
either
is
base.
being attacked.
Where is the battle? Crush the enemy.
Fuck.
They won't escape.
Warning, Scud storm detected.
You might wonder where that Scud Storm is.
The GLA has constructed their Scud storm, General. Eliminate it before they can fuel the rockets.
They're attacking our base.
Yeah, the game wants you to eliminate that before they can fuel the rockets. The rockets are fueled.
China will grow
Yeah.
larger.
like all the rocket system that they have for that is stored entirely at the rear of their base.
Polished
All
and
right,
ready.
boys, let's go.
Keep it clean.
Need a point, man? Ready for action.
But if you drop a paradrop team in here, you can steal the Scudstorm. It probably won't get to fire, but you can steal their
Construction is
Scudstorm.
complete. Let's build.
Any more projects?
A very good plan, General.
The building is captured, sir.
I think they blew up the American dozer that I had over there. Assholes.
Laying the foundation.
Building is complete.
I need an American strategy center so I can build supply
Going up.
zones, supply drop zones.
We will live in
GLA
prosperity.
tunnel network discovered. All units watch for surprise
Our
attack.
base is under
Protecting
attack.
our
Hey,
people.
asshole!
China has been generous.
Get off of that.
Doing what's right. We're moving.
We have big plans. Could use a little touch-up.
Unit
Built
lost.
For China.
Yeah.
Special forces here. Heading out.
These guys will not.
Army's elite. He's on the target list. General, our base is under attack.
But because of the positioning of the Scudstorm, they often
Wanna make some
are
improvements?
able to survive long enough to fuck up the enemy trying to stop them from, doing what they're doing.
Sounds good.
Where do you
Any
want
more
these?
We have big
projects?
plans.
Paladin taking the field.
Our base is under attack.
We
Fuck
will
off.
live in prosperity. It will look real nice when
Laying
it's
the
done.
foundation.
Unit lost.
On the job.
Got room for 5. Looks like a good run.
Blew up one of my damn... Rude!
Whoa! Our base is being
yeah.
attacked.
They still haven't destroyed that damn
Unit
Scudstorm.
Build orders complete. Let's build.
Any more projects?
China will grow larger.
What's the story? Good area. Protecting our people.
Humvee here.
China has been generous.
Let's go build
That's
a
a
propaganda
good
center.
choice.
This is why you build a mixture of Gatling cannons and Patriot missile systems. They will send a lot of infantry at your base. Patriot missiles do not do that well against them. They
Unit
will
lost.
deal really good damage to the enemy vehicles, though.
Built to spec.
And Gatling cannons kind of suck against vehicles, and that's kind of why
Let's build.
instead of, building a bunch of
I
just
build for
Gatling
China.
cannons or just Patriots, you can build both now,
It will look
and
real
Laying the
nice when it's
foundation.
done.
then the enemy will really hate their life.
Made in the U.S. of A. Clocked in. Bring on the scaffolding.
There.
Search and destroy.
Let's build. All finished.
Construction built to spec. Construction is
Is
complete.
there a threat? Confirmed. Taking her in. Have a job for me.
Here, you guys deserve that. Okay.
They're attacking our base.
What's the story? Keep 'em busy.
Sniper here. They won't notice me.
You can also be a dick and just use the Pathfinder units.
I'll scout ahead.
Gatling cannons if you're of the mind. It's definitely less power, but my way also involves less maintenance.
New construction.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. I'm gonna build a bunch of supply drop
area.
zones now, so that I basically have infinite income. Because I'm about to have to do
We
a
have
whole lot of
big
research.
plans.
Propaganda center is done. War factory is
That's a
done. Let's get an
good
airport.
choice.
Have a job for me. Made in the U.S. of A.
We can also build a set of hackers if we want in order to further add on to that. These guys are getting in trouble. You can tell he's
Our base is
what
under
general
attack.
power he's got because he's actually got a an upgrade that allows him to
Construction.
start with his technicals at one veterancy level higher than they
Any more
technically
projects?
should.
We will live in prosperity. No problem. Ah, yes.
Our base is being attacked.
Any more projects?
I wanna
Clocked
get
in.
my supply drop zones.
Have a job for me. Let's find a better place.
4 should be enough
Bring
to
on the
finance
scaffolding.
this. You and Jamie are chatting. Oh, okay. Go ahead and get another Chinook going.
Want to make some improvements?
Our base is under attack.
Oh. They're doing that
Need a
shit.
delivery, General?
Let's build. Let's take a look.
Let's go
Polished
get
and
that
ready.
fixed.
We're moving. Closing the distance.
Unit lost.
Subliminal
Excuse me.
messaging upgrade is complete.
All finished.
Spartan's your favorite, huh? I thought you weren't
Yeah.
supposed to be picking favorites. I thought picking favorites was a bad
What
thing.
up?
Yeah.
China has been
Alan's just
generous.
like, okay.
New construction. Always ready.
Let's pick up some goods.
Laying the foundations. On the
I'm
job.
gonna need a lot more power.
I built for
Any
China.
more projects?
It will look real nice when it's done.
Yeah, unless you're on hard mode, the GLA don't ever throw attacks that are big enough to matter. I love his mom. She's not my mom, and she loves me. Aww. Now that's just cute.
New construction. Bring on the scaffolding.
Get that increased training veterancy. For advanced training, and then get composite armor.
Upgrade
He's
complete.
trying to create a gap in my defenses, but there's just not one big enough.
Unit lost.
I formulated that defense network so well that it's not really conceivable for him to do much.
Keep it clean.
Let's build. Build orders complete, sir.
All right, the nuclear
China
warhead
has been
is
generous.
complete.
We have big plans.
Get them uranium shells and nuclear tanks. Get MiG armor because we can.
Always ready.
Unit lost.
I'm gonna add a few more supply drop zones. Where am I losing units? By the way, for some bizarre-ass reason, you steal that Scudstorm, he doesn't think to remake it. Skill issue, I'm the best friend. Best of,
Upgrade complete.
I'm the best of the friends. Okay. Yeah, I need to sit down and
Upgrade
make
complete.
time for that donation, because I don't have much that I can spare, but I can give him
MiG
some.
armor upgrade is complete.
I don't need PayPal in order to donate to a
New
GoFundMe.
construction.
I really don't.
On the job.
Depleted uranium shells ready, General.
Let's build.
Construct a particle
Good area.
cannon? No? Okay.
That one's done.
Thank God. Because I really don't want to touch PayPal.
Our base is being attacked.
On your command.
Laying the foundation.
Crusader tank responding. Composite armor
Upgrade
installed, sir.
complete.
Look at all this money.
New construction. Have a job for me. Going up.
Build 2 more supply drop zones, and I'll probably call it good.
I built for China.
The one thing that really sucks about getting the Chinese support is, unlike how last time when I stole
Nuclear
the
tank
Chinese
upgrade
base, you
complete.
noticed I could build Black Lotus. I can't do that here.
Upgrade complete.
Clocked in.
Unit lost.
All finished. Made in the U.S. of A.
Upgrade complete.
Any more projects? Laying the foundation.
Unit lost.
Action camp.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Our base is under attack.
Room for 5. You want some of this? Tactical fighter reporting.
Breaking loose.
Tactical fighter reporting.
The GLA have amassed strong
Tactical fighter
anti-air
reporting.
weapons on the top of the wall. You may need to send in ground troops.
Oh, I intend to send in ground troops. I
hungry
just wanted to
projects?
build MiGs for the sake of building MiGs.
Let's go for it.
Any more
Tactical
projects?
fighter reporting.
Get black napalm. Chain guns.
Preserving freedom. Preserving freedom. Want to make some improvements? Loud and clear.
You sound tired, Captain.
Preserving freedom.
Black napalm upgrade is complete.
Indeed. Life of night workers.
Preserving freedom.
It is an unfun life. This basically tells you where the GLA are throughout the entirety of the base. And we can see that this is a gigantic freaking base. What you can't see is the shitload of demo traps.
Unit lost.
And by the way, that's where my unit lost stuff has been coming from. The supply drop planes are flying over the GLA base and
Chain
getting
gun
shot
upgrade
down.
is complete.
Don't fucking ask me why. I really don't know why.
Unit lost.
They're attacking our base.
Why? I don't know! China's tank division. I love those guys.
No,
I also love that it's Steve Bloom voicing the Chinese Battlemaster tank. It's fucking hilarious.
China's tank division.
Unit
It
lost.
shouldn't be, but it is. I have a nuke.
no system. It's very hot in here.
Warning, nuclear missile launched.
I'm a bad person.
It's very hot in here.
Why don't you know? I wish I
It's very
could tell
hot
you.
in here.
Just dropping nukes casually.
No system is safe. It is very hot in here.
We're out of supplies over here.
It doesn't matter. I have supply drop zones. We have infinite money.
I have many bullets.
So, if you ever want to just blow your way through the main entrance without actually risking
Warning,
any of your
particle
soldiers,
cannon
do this.
activated.
Do this.
I have many bullets to spare.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
No system is safe. It's very hot in here.
That will blow a hole in their defenses for you. There's my propaganda center. There's a research national.
It is very hot in here. No system is safe.
I'm also building a bunch of hackers, so I will have even more infinite money.
We have big plans. I built
If you
for
haven't
China.
figured it out, a lot of strategies in this game. You should use some of your stream money to buy that game.
No system is safe.
No. I don't play farming simulators.
I have many bullets to spare.
Let's
That money will
build.
go to waste.
Make my own road.
I have many
I can
bullets to
cripple their
spare.
facilities.
No.
I'll suck the internet dry.
I'll suck the internet dry.
Nationalism will bring us victory.
That's what the hackers, the Chinese hackers say sometimes when you order them to siphon money out of the internet. They're like, I'll suck the internet dry. I'm like, okay. That's an interesting fetish you have with the internet.
Have a
But
job for
whatever, I
me.
guess.
Preserving freedom. On the job.
US airfield. It's not a fucking dude. You assholes!
Unit
I was
lost.
building this!
Some improvements.
Blow up my shit.
Sorry, I can't build there. Preserving freedom.
Look at all these fucking tanks.
Unit lost.
Preserving
My bank is
freedom.
never gonna run out again now. Hashtag most homeless secretary. I played Alien Isolation for this unloved secretary. And I didn't want to play that
Freedom.
game.
How about a lift?
And this secretary
Looks
is
like a
over
good
there
run.
trying to pretend
Break
like
it
I don't care about her kind viewership. And time.
Preserving
And
freedom.
editing skills that she has developed on the fly for my use. Excuse me. Excuse me, that was a gesture. That was one
Preserving
gesture.
freedom.
I
I don't stop at one gesture, thank you very damn kindly to the people that I care about. Just like, you know,
Doing
with
what's
Doc
right.
over here,
Doing
you know,
what's
my
right.
gesture is how far my foot goes up his ass.
Heavy armor ready for
Preserving
action.
freedom.
Unit lost.
Roger,
Paladin
Roger,
tank
now
in the
available,
field.
sir.
Confirmed. Taking her in.
Because he likes it rough. I mean, what?
Are you ready?
I didn't say that.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Building you a Discord. I was gonna say, you've done a million things to help me, you know. Like,
Laser
don't
guided
act like I'm gonna
missiles
sit there
are
and
on
pretend you
reporting.
haven't.
On your command. Proceeding to target zone. Anywhere you say.
The real heart and soul of
Unit
of
lost.
this game is my secretary. And I will kill anyone who says it.
Storage
That
tanks
sounded
zero
a
here.
little extreme. That's
Need a bullet barrage. Carrying out orders. Moving to new area.
Unit lost.
It is time. Speaker tower will be extra large. Gatling cannon is time.
Doing what's right. We're
Echo
moving.
1, rolling into hot zone.
Speaker
Everyone keep your
tower
eyes
is
open.
ready.
Protecting our people.
Unit lost.
Gatling cannon is ready.
Unit lost.
You could. You could go on, but you don't need to. And you know it.
Preserving freedom.
You gotta go to bed, Captain? Alright. Sleep well,
Unit
brother.
lost. Warning, nuclear missile launched.
Is there a threat? Doing what's right. It will be an honor. Paladin tank in the clean. Taking her in. We fight for peace. Closing
Unit
this.
lost.
Temperature stable. Let us get through them. Drown them in flames.
Preserving freedom.
Maintain a smooth ride.
Armor detail reporting.
Unit lost.
Delivering ordnance. In my field of fire. Clearing terrain.
Unit lost.
Preserving freedom.
In my field of fire. Delivering ordnance.
Gun barrel spinning. Need a bullet barrage? Ah, yes.
Polished and ready. Preserving freedom.
They're not attacking the GLA holes
the
in
right
order to make
thing
sure
to
those
do.
don't get rebuilt. That's actually kind of problematic. Because that means half of what
It's
I
the
destroy
right
is just
thing to
gonna
do. Preserving free. Taking her in. Enemies of the free world. You can stand them. Enemies of the free world.
Unit lost.
We're moving. Preserving freedom. Closing the distance. We fight for peace. It will be an honor. Enemies of the free world. Enemies of the free world.
Objective completed. You are victorious.
They sold the
Closing the
rest of their
distance.
structures. You know, I went through the trouble of watching that long-ass fucking stream about the Lethal Weapon Odyssey of Odysseus. well done music for that video series. Actually, highly recommend it for anybody who hasn't actually seen that. I can't hear you over the
Fire
chat.
at will. Enemy in perimeter. Range 200. They're everywhere.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
I'm not buying that game.
Terrorist base destroyed by American forces.
We fought a war was
Against America and China reporting several
I like how that was bleeped out because it was interpreted as bullying. Because thanks, Twitch. Oh my god!
Our premier again denied involvement.
The military had the fragmented Global Liberation Army on the run. Groups vying for control. The American response is its signature shock and awe campaign.
China is here to help our European comrades.
Yeah, look at me, Spartan. What do you fucking want?
Threats is running the lethal program. Humiliating America by penetrating.
Yeah, you are off today.
And raiding its weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, I fucking noticed your fucking fruitcake. Do it. Hit me. Hit me! Alright, so this time we do the USA, the GLA, and then the Chinese campaigns, and there are 5 missions each. They do easy, medium, and hard for their difficulties this time.
Although America's military had the fragmented Global
Yes, I
Liberation
am,
Army
for the
on
next
the
hour.
run following the last conflict here, terrorist activity remains a clear and present danger. Heavily
Command and
armed
Conquer
assailants
Generals,
continue their
0 hour.
occupation of the Baikonur launch facility in Kazakhstan. The GLA has armed the missiles at Baikonur with newly designed chemical warheads. This arsenal is
That's a
aimed
thing.
towards Europe, and evacuations of urban centers have already begun. A previous attempt by the Chinese to retake the facility has failed. With Chinese troops battling local warlords to the east, the
He's
United
about to
States
get back
has
to
been
you.
asked to undertake the Baikonur mission. Tensions are high. A failed counterstrike could significantly weaken America's influence and strategic interests in Europe. From Falcon Base Command Center, I'm James Seabury. So long, sucker. I'm a lurk. Uh-huh. I can also get Wolfenstein up and running again now because I finally fixed my my stream system, or my HDMI adapter with a better one.
attack, General. The GLA launched their missile from the Baikonur facility early this morning. Intel reports that they are preparing a second launch. Use of this missile will severely weaken our foothold in Europe. It is vital that we remove this threat. Our sources indicate that the next missile is being transported to the launch facility by train. These tracks are the only way into the facility. The first step in completing our mission is to secure and hold this train depot. If we can intercept that train in time, we can use it as cover to infiltrate the base.
U.S. recon base
luck,
outside
General.
Baikonur, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, here comes trouble.
Always prepared.
So this mission starts you off with quite a bit. You actually get an oil refinery here to reduce your vehicle cost, and an oil derrick to increase your funds. You also get a supply drop zone here, which acts as your funding, which is actually pretty nice because you can't actually build anything in this mission. In addition, the game has also unlocked the ability for you to be able to construct a new unit for the Americans, the Sentry Drone. The Sentry Drone is a stealth automatic machine drone that you can build, and these guys are also really good at detecting stealth, in addition to being stealth operators. They start unarmed. There's a cheap upgrade which will allow you to acquire guns for them.
Got my missile launcher right here.
This will allow them to actually fight.
Sector 1, going into hot zone. Everyone, keep your eyes open. Aim for those barrels. They're explosive.
The Sentry is one of the least remarkable units added into the American forces, largely because the Sentry doesn't do anything for them that they couldn't really already do. The only semi-interesting thing about it that it does is it detects stealth units. But that's not really the most interesting thing that it could be doing.
Hey,
And it's also not really something that the U.S. forces need. Oh, and they also now have access to a third drone. This is the Hellfire drone.
Anywhere you say,
Hellfire drones are not bad. They allow the unit to fire Hellfire missiles, which deal incendiary damage. The problem with Hellfire missiles, and the reason why you won't really ever see me use them, is because they don't repair the vehicle. And you actually kind of want battle drones, because battle drones are more useful for most vehicles because they allow them to pile on damage against infantry, which the vast majority of your vehicles are actually bad at dealing with infantry.
Sure thing. On the trail.
But Sentry drones are not a bad addition to the American arsenal. They're just kind of redundant. They're not that important in addition to their arsenal either, but they can be. Yes, that's what he said he wanted to do. He wanted to take some time to read the book with you because he said he's been wanting to do it.
Is there a threat? Closing the distance.
missile launcher right here.
Buckle up.
Got my missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right here.
Buckle up.
Got my missile launcher.
I'll fire at anything.
Sure thing. Got my missile launcher.
How about a
right
lift?
here. Got my missile launcher
Buckle up.
right here. Got my missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right here.
Buckle up.
Got my missile launcher right here.
You bet.
Got
You
my
bet.
missile launcher right here. Got my 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 missile launcher right here.
Let's pop some tanks. Moving.
Got my
Got
missile
real
launcher
fast.
right here. Got my missile launcher
Let's
right
pop
here.
some tanks. On the trail.
So this is something I haven't really shown off, largely because it's semi-tedious to actually do this, but I do want to show this off because this is one of the most dangerous ways to knock people down as the American forces. And what you can do is
Let's
you
go
build
for it.
your Humvees, you load all your Humvees up with missile launchers,
Oh, be
and
careful now.
then Humvees
Let's
are
go.
much faster than tanks.
Break it loose.
Into these vehicles. We can use them to help defeat the GLA.
And yeah, actually, we just discovered something.
What's the mission, sir? Army's elite. What's the mission, Need a point man?
There's some Chinese vehicles here.
Search and destroy. What's the mission, sir?
And 1, 2, 3, 4,
What's the mission,
5
sir?
vehicles.
What's the mission, sir? Special forces here. Need a point
Oh, I
man?
forgot I already had some troops. That's not a big deal. So this is actually a mechanic that I'll be showing off much more heavily in the GLA campaign because of the way the GLA can make it work.
Always
But
prepared. Search and destroy.
you can actually
Head out.
move
Search and
characters
destroy.
over to this vehicle if you can get the driver out of the vehicle, which
Rally point
requires
confirmed.
Jarman Kell to do.
Battlemaster tank reporting.
And they can
Moving
take
to new
control of this
area.
Need a
tank.
point man? Search and destroy. Ready for action. Rally point confirmed. Army's elite. On the go. Ready for action. Heading out.
And now we can get some Chinese Battlemaster tanks aboard.
Where is the battle? Hacker level set.
We can also get the support of a Overlord tank, a propaganda tower, to give our troops some limited healing.
Battlemaster tank reporting.
Speaker tower.
Carrying out orders. China needs us there. They won't escape. I have China's blessing. They won't escape.
This is how dangerous it is to put Humvees on the front lines when you load them up with
Carrying out orders.
Get that dragon tank up there to clear
Missile
out
tanks.
those buildings.
their missile triggers.
We are invincible. They won't escape. We will defend this territory.
Scorpions at 9 o'clock.
Carrying out orders.
They shred these guys, they shred tanks, they shred quad cannons, they shred Get trashed, Jimbo.
Army's elite. Let's change the decor.
Go steal that building. Now the United States will have the power of the black market. That's probably the most offensive and stupidest way I could have voiced that.
Special forces here. The building is ours. On the go. Always prepared.
You can't get any upgrades researched from it, but you won't really want to since you can't seize control of a GLA base in this mission.
On the go. Let's get in there.
Fighting for the Red Army.
Good work, General. The depot is
Transport
secure.
teams 1 and 2, approaching the landing zone.
Now we need to build an attack force large enough to destroy the GLA base.
Special forces here.
Load your best
Rally
units
point
onto the
confirmed.
train. The train
I'll
will
fire
depart
at
when it
anything.
is completely full.
Got room for 5.
Everything ready here.
I will crush Overlord Moving.
Serving China's needs.
Right here.
Adjusting gas valves.
Keep it clean. On your command. Clearing terrain. Doing what's right. Confirmed. Protecting our people. Doing what's right. Confirmed. We're moving.
Good work, General. The train is full.
Yes, it is. And now, the mayhem begins! Am I a little too good at making very evil laughs?
I am home.
Our final objective is this.
Surprise,
GLA base
motherfucker!
in the hills. Take it out, and the operation is complete.
More GLA. Lock and load.
Annihilate the GLA base!
Crush the enemy. Destroy China's enemy. They will escape. We will prevail. China needs us there. Move order confirmed. Attack!
Alpha Wing, area is clear. You may proceed.
Will do, HQ. I got him in my sights.
There's a Chinese bunker over there. That's random. Ooh!
You are victorious.
Can you feel the pain tonight?
With the victory at Baikonur and the elimination of a GLA missile threat under their belts, American forces face the task of rebuilding a landscape ravaged by war. Aboard these ships are tons of food and medical supplies en route to a desperate population. Although relief convoys have been harassed by warlords linked to the GLA, the US no longer considers the terrorist organization a serious threat. Nonetheless, a Navy aircraft carrier is in the region to lend air support. Meanwhile, Special Forces continue their search for GLA caches rumored to include weapons of mass destruction.
No reporter would ever be allowed to report things like this, by the way.
Boys, the GLA are bringing in reinforcements. Roger that, Carrier Command. Maintaining suppression fire on the docks. Be careful what you hit. We just want to clear it out, not destroy it. Launching airstrike.
Aircraft carriers. Some of the greatest ships ever. Surprise, asshole!
Docks are all clear. No GLA in sight.
Most of our fleet survived the GLA Baikonur attack. Our aircraft carrier and battleship escorts are at your disposal to aid with this operation. The docks have been cleared, General. Our first task will be to hold them while the supply trucks are brought in. Until the dozers arrive, we will have to defend this position with our troops as they filter in.
Ready for action. Take a new position.
Try to minimize civilian casualties.
Special Forces here. Army's elite. Special Forces here. Always prepared. Take a new position. On the go.
Unit
Heading
lost.
Out. Search and destroy. On the go. Search and destroy.
Unit lost.
Special Forces here. Army's elite. Need a point, man? Rally point confirmed. Take a new position. Take a new position.
Train for perfection. Making a house call.
Our Colonel Burton has been detected.
No obstacles. I'll take anything you give me. Right here.
Reinforcements incoming, General.
Army's elite. Take a new position.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
That's a new GLA unit, the Combat Cycle. It is not a very good unit. And that's why. It's very nifty in that it can actually traverse
Reinforcements
terrain.
incoming, General.
Not
Unit
really very
lost.
helpful any other way.
Serving our country. Oh, sign in for this.
Come on in. Let's go for it.
Yeah, they have a tendency to glitch and get stuck on terrain too.
Reinforcements incoming, General.
Reinforcements inbound.
I want to blow something up.
Need a point man?
I want to blow something up.
Point confirmed.
These are my kind of reinforcements.
I see everything. They won't notice me. Hope no one's looking.
Unit lost.
Get the fuck off my Pathfinder, you cock.
I'll scout ahead.
Getting a better view.
I'll scout ahead.
On the path. They won't notice me.
So the cannons that you get from the aircraft carrier are some of the funniest cannons imaginable. Because they very quickly reload. And they let you do this.
Unit lost.
Always prepared.
Good job. All trucks are safely to the docks. Now let's get them to the city.
Supply trucks.
Unit lost.
I see everything. On the path. No one's looking.
I'll scout ahead.
Hope no one's looking. On the path.
Our dozer has arrived, sir.
No one's
Begin
looking.
building up your base. The GLA are preparing a new wave of attacks against us. Great job, sir. The people of the city have expressed their gratitude for the relief supplies. Our final objective is to drive the GLA from the area. Destroy their main base overlooking the city, and the area will be secured.
Medical supplies.
Oh,
on
we got
hand.
some Comanches.
Let's get there quick.
Let's build. Any more projects?
For anybody wondering who may not know what that is a reference to, the Comanche is actually a tribe of Native Americans. One of their more famous ones, I think.
Army's elite. Take a new position.
All finished. Always ready. Going up.
Upgrade complete.
That's a new capturable structure we can pick up.
Any more
Reinforcement
projects?
pads. Reinforcement pads
Ready for
periodically drop in additional troops for us to be able to make use of.
Clocked in.
You actually really
New
want
construction.
reinforcement pads because they're just really good structures, or really good things to have. Not structures.
Let's find a better place.
Because you just, you know, every couple of minutes it's a free unit. And the U.S. have an additional defensive structure now. This defensive structure is kind of
Someone
their
injured?
answer in
Right
a lot of
on.
ways to the Chinese
All finished.
bunker, in that it is a fire base. And
Have a job
fire
for me.
bases are actually kind of nice. First, let's
Good
get a strategy
area.
center. Then I'll build one more reactor, and then I'll build a few fire bases. Fire bases are useful because they're a form of artillery-based defense that does not actually require power, and you can garrison infantry in them. And what I like to do with fire bases, particularly when money is a premium, is I like to now I have a max veterancy Colonel
Train for perfection. Let's go in there. I'll take anything you give me. Making a house call.
Unit lost.
Why are all of these troops stuck up here? Come back down here. Come on, guys. Most of you
Need a
don't
point,
need
man?
warfare.
Always prepared. Laying the foundation. Let's find a better place.
Humvee here. Let's go for it. Deadly efficient. Let's go in there. Making a house call. Colonel Burton here. I'll be there. This is too easy. Let's get to the action. Let's go in there.
Have a job for me? Good area.
Build a fire base. I need to build a barracks.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, on the trail.
Upgrade complete.
Any more projects?
Take cover in there.
Let's build. On the job.
Let me launch one, huh? Heading over.
Laying the foundation.
Colonel Burton is just holding off entire armies
I've
pretty
seen
much
it all.
single-handed.
Making a house.
And all he needs is a garrisonable building to make himself invincible.
Composite armor installed, sir.
All finished.
I'll fire it. It'll be a nice view.
Want to make some improvements? Good area.
Okay, I've got about 50K in there. Gotta make good use of it. Let's train an additional dozer.
They're attacking our base!
My way around. Leave no trace. Got a clear shot. He's in full view. Leave no trace. Out of the shadows.
Advanced training is complete,
Leave
sir.
no trace.
Come on in. Let's go for it. Let's go.
Unit lost.
I have experience.
Now we're talking.
Gotcha. Assuming control.
Special forces here.
Upgrading to new supply
Heading out.
lines.
Search and
New
destroy.
construction. Bring on the scaffolding.
I see everything.
Unit lost.
Got my missile launcher right here. I want to blow something up. It'll be a nice view. Missile launcher right here. I'll fire at anything. We can fire through the window. Got my missile launcher right here. I want to blow something up. Take cover in there. Got my missile launcher right here. I'll fire at anything. Let's go in that building.
The new chem suits have just arrived.
Frequency hill, but Comanche here.
Visibility clear. Nav system set. Air cover's on the way. The new drone armor has been installed.
Need a point man?
Yes, sir. Comanche here. Yes, sir. This one's mine.
Always prepared. We'll take it from here. Special forces here. Army's elite.
Comanche here.
lost.
Need a point man.
How about a lift? Got room for 5.
Frequency's open. Flying low. Moving to new AO.
Unit lost.
In the field. Making a sweep.
Preserving freedom.
Air cover's on the way. We're going in. Moving to new AO.
Special Forces here. Meet your new owner. Always prepared. Let's change the decor.
Preserving freedom. Protecting our people. Preserving freedom. We're moving.
Sniper here.
Preserving freedom.
Frequency's open.
We have their building. Building is up. Special Forces here. Let's take the building.
Humvee here. Breaking loose.
Comanche here. Air cover's on the way.
Polished and ready.
Here it is. There's our armor.
Closing the distance. Yes, sir.
The building is up.
Closing the distance. We're moving. Enemies of the free world. Yes.
Nice
sir.
reference coming
Taking
in,
her
Rev.
in.
I'm keeping pretty all right. How you doing?
Closing the distance. Enemies of the free world. You can depend on it. We're moving. It will be an honor. Closing the distance.
Over at your granddad's without updating your laptop I rarely use. Oh, I see. That's not bad. Might have just enough time for one more mission, but I think I know which mission's next, and I don't know if that'll be all I have. Or if it'll take way longer.
Terrorist base, destroyed by American forces while defending civilian relief convoys, has yielded documents that provide important clues regarding the GLA's toxin program. Reports suggest that a key research facility, as well as a possible source of funding for the lethal program, have been identified. Although the US commander will not provide confirmation, our network analysts predict that if the intelligence is reliable, America will respond. This is James Seabury, reporting from Falcon Base.
I do think it's funny that an Englishman, a Brit, is doing all the reports for the United States. But they actually have a Middle Eastern guy doing during the GLA reports, and they have a Chinese reporter. But the U.S. No. Our reporter is British. Second Pirates movie, somewhat. The first 3 Pirates films are fantastic, bro. Really good films.
Your Chinooks are efficient, but I prefer the strength of our helixes.
Your Chinooks are efficient, but I prefer the strength of our helixes. Oh yeah, the Chinese back us up in this level. This level's funny.
Oh, you'll wait for me. All right, Lotus. Let's race.
General, Colonel Burton and Black Lotus are in position. Their primary objective is this secret laboratory. Its location was revealed by the documents captured during your last mission.
Right here. No obstacles. I own him. This is too easy.
Once she has completed her download, Colonel Burton must bring down the mountainside on the lab and bury it forever.
Making a house call.
I should be safe moving through the village. Just need to watch out for any radar vans monitoring the area. Wish I had a couple of flashbangs.
This is just to show you that Colonel Burton can handle this entire issue himself if you really want him to. You do not need to use your American infantry ranger forces.
Punk. I'll take
However,
anything you give me.
I see everything. Sniper here.
This is not the only way we can do this.
Let's see what you got.
I'm pretty sure that tank is scripted to die that way.
No one's looking.
Dink,
General,
dink,
I'm in
dink.
position to help free your forces held prisoner. Perhaps Colonel Burton would like to help.
Let's get to the action. Remote demo charge. Been saving this just for you.
I'll be your spawner. They won't notice me.
Colonel Burton here. Mm-hmm. I'll take anything you give me.
Well, that was actually a fuel tank.
No obstacles. Let's get to the action.
I know my way around.
I'll scout ahead. Train for perfection. This is too easy.
All right, I see the POW camp. Looks like they have a tunnel network that passes under the river.
Let's take their buildings from them.
So now we get to see Black Lotus do something funny. 4th was okay, 5th movie was messy. Yeah, the rest of them were kind of meh. I made a mistake the last time I referenced the Devil May Cry anime, by the way, in my Castlevania streams. I made the mistake of calling it calling the voice actor Yuri Lowenthal. It was actually Johnny Young Bosch.
I've seen it all. I own him. Needs an attitude adjustment.
Sniper here.
What the fuck? Oh, wow. There's just infantry all over, and these Pathfinders were like, hi.
Colonel Burton here. Remote demo charge. Got a present for you.
I'll be your spawner.
Our Colonel Burton has been detected.
It's fine.
Keeping it cool. This is too easy.
I see everything.
Train for perfection.
your spotter. Got a clear shot. He's in full view.
Right here. Let's see what you've got.
Thanks for the rescue,
I'll
sir.
be there.
A couple of our men broke off to check out the village east of here before we were captured. They may still be over there.
I'll scout ahead.
Congratulations, General. I'm sure the families of those men will be happy to hear they've
Army's
been
elite.
rescued.
Let's pop
General,
some
the
tanks.
GLA's lab is directly north of your current position. There are a number of GLA defenses
better
still
view.
along your route. Be careful.
Yeah, that was pretty funny that I made that mistake. Yuri Lowenthal is one of the more prominent voice actors that I know of, and I actually really
Need a
like the
point
guy.
man? Army's elite. Grabbing a flashbang. Arming flashbangs. Arming assault rifle. Arming flashbangs. Ready for action. Exterminator has arrived.
Now you can be a jackass if you want to and blow this whole village up by just having Colonel Burton drop remote death charges everywhere.
On the go.
Oh shit.
On the go. Exterminator
Did not
has
want
arrived.
those vehicles
Cleaning
to catch
house.
him.
I'll be your spotter.
To correct my opinion on that animation,
Special forces here.
and
On
maybe
the go.
say it in a method that comes off as less inflammatory. The biggest problem that I have with Dante is that the more I go back and look at that anime, the more I realize Dante
Congratulations, General. You
has
have been promoted.
a very
Rally
his
point
power
confirmed.
level seems to scale
Need a
randomly.
point man.
Like in
And
one
now,
instance,
search
he's
and
literally
destroy. Special
Quicksilver
forces here.
jumping around and saving all of those people from a truck
Exterminator
thrown
has
into
arrived.
a
Rally
building
point
in
confirmed.
literal seconds. Which like when I say he's literal Quicksilver,
Army's
that's
elite.
kind of what I mean. Quicksilver does
Don't want any
the
trouble
same
here.
thing
Put your
in
arms in the air. Don't want any
a
trouble
Marvel
here.
film. I believe it was one of the films that was tied to the mutant to the fucking mutant films in the X-Men series,
Rally point confirmed.
which is fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Need a
There's
point
nothing
man.
wrong with that. The problem that I have is that like he is shown to be that fast and that reactive,
I see everything.
but anytime he engages against Lady, he gets his ass kicked. And Lady is a normal human.
I'll scout
Even
ahead.
if she had extraordinarily high reflexes for a human, his reflexes, shown to be able to match Quicksilver in this animation, should be able to completely overpower her reflexes. And, they just sort of randomly
scout ahead.
don't. And I really don't like that, because it's done purely to make Lady look super powerful. And it not only didn't need to be done that way, it shouldn't have been
Special
done
forces
that way.
here. Heading out. Search
It
and
makes
destroy.
no sense
Need a
to
point
do
man?
that character that way.
On the go. Army's elite. Rally point confirmed.
I hope these troopers can make it in here without
Intel never said
getting
anything
killed.
about this being here. Doesn't look
Doing
like they were
what's right.
expecting me. A little C4 here and there, and I'll make short work of this place. Just say the word,
Special
General.
forces here. On the go.
What?
Polished and ready.
No.
It's the right thing to do.
I know my way around.
Yeah, I'm just streaming. It's fine.
What do you got?
But that has to be probably my biggest issue with the Devil May Cry anime now that I've more than looked back on
The right
it.
thing.
Lady is foul-mouthed as fuck. She talks like
Taking her
Eric
in,
Cartman.
closing
Nobody
the
understands
distance.
why. She just
Colonel
does.
Burton here.
And
Army's elite.
uh,
Heading out.
her
Ready for action.
like she curses
Taking
every other
position.
word to the point where the word
point
fuck
man.
and shit just do not matter at all to me anymore after hearing them from her to that degree. And it gets worse because
This vehicle
her
has two modes.
she
The
has
first
no real
generates a
character
continuous
other than
electric field in
I
front of
hate
the vehicle,
demons and I'm
very
supposed to
lethal
be a
all
super badass
infantry.
bitch.
The second allows it to disrupt the
And
functions of any target
it makes her a very unlikable character. And she's just supposed to be able to randomly readily compete with Dante, who is shown to be in this animation's universe as fast as Quicksilver from the Marvel universe. Quicksilver is Marvel's answer to Flash. I'm sorry, no human is going to be able to keep up with that. And it makes her look it makes virtually every scene where she gets into a fight look incredibly contrived. Particularly when she gets into scraps with all these demons and monsters and shit, and she's somehow fine, but every other member of DARKCOM, the anti-demon government squad, gets trashed. No, I'm sorry, no. That not only doesn't make sense, that's incredibly dumb. Like, Girl Boss really applies to her in all the worst ways. She doesn't have a compelling character. That's not Lady, that's Mary. That is what a lot of people have defaulted to calling her, is that's not Lady, that's Arkham, or that's Lieutenant Arkham, or that's Mary. The original Lady would have been totally justified cursing to the degree that the new one does. And if you go back and play DMC3, she never does. And at some point I will stream DMC3, she doesn't. And you'll see it for yourselves. She doesn't fucking behave like that. She is extremely violently negative with Dante, but there's a reason why. A, Dante kind of behaves like a sexist pig half the time when he's talking to her. And, B, Dante's a fucking demon.
Protecting our people.
As far as she knows. And he never denies being at least partial demon. So she doesn't really approve of him either. And at that point, all she knows is that her father became so obsessed with demons in the original show, or the original game, that he murdered his own wife to acquire demonic powers in a sacrificial ritual that killed her.
We're moving.
Which, that's definitely pretty fucked up and amoral. And her father's name was Arkham, not her. I don't know why they call her Arkham, because as far as I can tell, in the original Devil May Cry, Arkham was the guy's first name.
Let me launch one.
Not his last name. So calling her Lieutenant Arkham doesn't make sense. Even if you're trying to reference Arkham as a boss, that doesn't make sense. And perhaps to me the biggest sin of all is that Lucia might have been a character because it was literal, because she literally shows up in that game, or in that animation. She does. She's one of numerous characters that is captured by DARKCOM. Lucia does not actually show up in the game, or in the animation. Lucia actually just is cameo. She's one of a bunch of people that gets captured and then never shows up again. Why?
Our Colonel Burton has been detected.
Clean it out.
I feel like that would have made. I feel like it would have made a lot more sense with that. I don't know. If you're gonna use Lucia, I feel like you should actually use her because she was one of the only half-decent things about DMC2. And I wished that Lucia had gotten something better than being stuck in DMC2 as her only main credit for forever, but that still hasn't happened.
Has been detected.
Sparta originally didn't separate hell and earth. It was originally a god. He separated hell through hell gates via his blood. That's not actually completely true either, no. Sparta... here's the thing. The plane of hell where the demons live and the plane that humans live on, Earth, those have always been separated, even in that universe. Always.
Exterminator has arrived.
And
Protecting our people.
The thing that Sparta does is Sparta shuts the Hellgates down that Mundus created in order to invade our world. Because he didn't want those gates to destroy our world.
Pin him down.
He took pity on humanity too. He didn't even do it because he suddenly became mega pro-human. He took pity on us.
Unit lost.
I'll be your spotter. I know the way.
Anybody home?
Sparta was not necessarily the most
I want to blow something
nicest of guys.
That's the last of them. Second POW
Moving.
camp is secured.
I'll fire at
Tell
anything.
Lotus to hurry up.
Ready for action.
Waiting at the lab.
Always prepared. Army's elite. Take a new position.
But he sealed the Temendi Gru,
Special
which was
forces
the
here.
structure that Mundus used to prevent the invasion of the demons and permanently seal their
General,
Hellgates
the
in.
GLA know we are here and appear to be
That
on
was
alert. Be careful moving Colonel
stopped
Burton into
and
position.
undone by Virgil and Virgil's actions in DMC3. And then later in DMC4, Hellgates were built by the jackasses that call themselves the Order of the Sword, who wanted to wield the power of Sparta to effectively create a religion that all would submit to.
Where are we going?
And that's what actually happened. It's not that he's described as a deadbeat dad. It's described that he had children and then disappeared and nobody knows why. And then it's also described that Virgil disappeared and nobody knows what happened to him. What really happened in the video games is one night while Sparta and his wife were relaxing with their family, they were attacked by a demon assassin team, and it's never explicitly stated where or how they got in, but they got in. And Dante and Virgil's mother finds Dante first, trying to find her boys, hides Dante successfully, and says, "Stay quiet, stay here, I need to go find your brother." And then goes to find Virgil, and not long after trying to find Virgil, gets found by one of the assassins and is brutally murdered. And Sparta disappears. It's never explicitly stated if he was killed that night or not. As far as I know, it's stated that for some strange reason their dad just isn't around and is presumed to be dead. But it's never expressly stated if he actually is dead or not. At least not in the games. She told Dante to change his name. Alright, I'm going to let this last cutscene play, and then I'm going to end the stream here.
Following the assault and capture of a secret GLA lab, no doubt remains that the terrorists are engaged in toxin production. The United States believes that a general, codenamed Dr. Thrax, is running the lethal program. Little is known about this elusive extremist, who has also been charged with war crimes by the World Court. We understand there is intense pressure on American intelligence
Unfortunately, you
agencies
missed
to trace
most
the
of it.
funding
Okay.
for Dr. Thrax's research. Only by
Yeah,
choking up the cash supply
that
of
happens
covert
sometimes.
oil supplies
I'm going to try and
the
orient a
US
schedule
hopes to cripple the
from
threat
now on in order
the
to make it
terrorists
easier
are
for me to
hoarding
stream
weapons
properly.
of mass destruction.
Bravo team, your primary objective is the small airstrip to your south. Secure it for incoming reinforcements. Out. Roger that.
Amispod Oil Fields, Iran. Operation Black Gold. Oh god, yeah, this is the mission. This is the one mission in the American Zero Hour campaign that I actively hate. You fight the GLA, but you don't really get much of any actual supplies, and you can't really build supply drop pads. The game wants you to rely predominantly on oil derricks scattered throughout a massive oil field, The problem with that is that
Airstrip secured, General.
those oil derricks are
Reinforcements
covered
en
in
route.
traps, and you can get rid of those traps and detect them. That's not the difficult part. The difficult part is trying to capture and hold them all while hordes of fucking GLA come up your ass, and because they're the ones controlling all the oil derricks you don't have, and you're supposed to basically run your economy off of oil derricks, and that mission is this mission is kind of a perfect example of why that doesn't work very well. At least not for me.
They may destroy them rather than let you recapture them. Beware, General.
I've been Savage Hound Dusk, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Eventually I will actually end up streaming the Devil May Cry games, so don't worry too much about that.